So this one's going to be real short because it's way early. And if you can hear the dogs, Perry is out here with me. Dogs and cars, bad for the animals. Here it comes. Can't see him. Anyway, I wanted to give the update on Percy. Maybe I can get the light going. Jeez, this is terrible. Okay, so my new phone absolutely sucks. I just don't have it set yet. Anyway, it is the right direction, isn't it? Whoa, it's like, I think it's just absolutely filthy. Okay, Perry, get out of the road. Here comes a car. Perry. Come on, get out of the road, cat. There he goes. Stay out of the road, cat. Oh, nice. The entire road, and they got within a foot of me. But yeah, lots and lots of cars. So anyway, Percy is home. And after 4, 5, 6 or 7 procedures over the last 3 days, his issue did pass. At least the initial issue, and it came in the form of a big clump of bones and fur. So this cat needs to learn to actually chew his snacks instead of swallowing them whole. And he's not completely out of the woods, but you know, there's actually a maybe 50-50 chance. Jeez, Perry, running all over. That he'll be back on Friday. Anyway, but from an avoidant personality disorder sort of bent, which I completely avoided in the last video because cold and no cats, and this one's going to be short too. I mean, you see how fast these stupid cars are going this time of night? This is why I do it in the middle of the night. It was like a telemedical type situation. I stayed in the parking lot. They came out and got him, brought him inside. This is due to COVID. And I was basically just on the phone with the doctor. And as far as I'm concerned, it was brilliant. I loved it. I didn't have to interact. Yeah, it totally hit the spot. Now, compared to me personally, the only time I had to do that was when I actually had COVID, and I hated it then. But then I was in quarantine. I was absolutely freaked out. Had no idea really what the disease was about. This was early March or mid-March, or it was after my birthday, so like mid to late March. This was when they first started having all those terrible videos coming out. See, this is either the lens is absolutely filthy, or maybe there's a covering over it because it's brand new. I don't know. 3 billion of me to do that, to not notice. But, you know, the lights look okay. Yeah, I absolutely hated it for myself. To stay home and be very sick and have to describe my symptoms and have the doctor coddle me and say, yeah, you can get through that, just stay home. That was terrible. And there was another thing that I had that they sort of offered it, and I declined. I was like, yeah, I'd rather just not. See, they got all kinds of lights over there. I gotta figure out what's up with this phone. I just straight up declined. I was like, I'd rather not have any sort of input with the doctor. Me personally, it was much more frustrating. But as stressful as the situation as this was, because I was really worried about the cat, How you doing, Pear? And of course, when it's a cat, you don't have insurance. So I was wondering exactly how many millions of dollars I'd end up paying. Not even what they estimated. Came in under estimation because the cat finally cooperated really well and didn't need as much intervention as they thought, as just like, this is a baseline intervention he'll need. No, he didn't. He just needed some encouragement and some help. And things seems to be going. I mean, I don't know. I have like an interesting relationship with vets, which is, I guess I ask the right questions. Maybe they would come around in their own way to the same solution, but like at first she was saying, okay, well, it's clear that his issue primarily is pain. Come on, cat, let's go back. It's freezing out here. Because there were bones involved, and he was getting poked, and it wasn't a puncture because there was no blood at all, but still, problem. And I was like, well, how about a painkiller? And they're like, yeah, let's prescribe him a painkiller. And then the second medication, when I picked him up today, I'm like, okay, so he's having this problem. It's not totally resolved, but you think he'll do better at home. It turns out that was right. When the stress was off, he did do better at home. I'm like, well, how about some more meds to help him at home? And they're like, yeah, good idea. Let me prescribe that to you. Maybe I just asked a question before the doctor came around to it. But I don't know. I mean, and again, this is the type of thing. It's so much easier for me to intervene on somebody else's behalf than mine. Because, and maybe one of the reasons why this is so stressful is because I'm going through my own fabulous medical thing. And the next round of tests start next week, Monday and Wednesday. At 8 o'clock in the morning, even though I work at night. That's going to be fun. But that's okay. I don't know what this cat is doing. He's just hopping around, having fun. Yeah. So as a point, I don't know what the point is. The point is, if you worry about the cat, he's doing great. So far, they are expecting not to do any more surgery. He has not had to be sedated so far. If he needs to go back on Friday, which it's looking less and less likely, if he does, he would have to be sedated and he would have to have some further intervention on Friday. But so far it seems positive. So now he's just grumpy in the house, which I don't blame him for being grumpy in the house. And the other thing I asked the doctor about, hey, what in the future? What about this? What about that? He's going to proactively have this like slime stuff that tastes like chicken, apparently. I haven't tried it. Pansy takes it though because she gets lots of fur balls. She's a short hair cat, but for some reason she ingests everything when she grooms herself. So she gets fur balls. So this slime helps with that, and this slime should help Percy if he decides to, gobble something down real quick, which is apparently what happened. Swallowed something whole, and, that didn't quite work out for him. One last look at all this blurry lights all over the place. Kind of pretty. I wonder if they have the big lights going down the end there. They have these really humongous, they're huge. They're like 8-inch long bulbs, and they get installed by, there that thing is. That terrible thing you can't see. Anyway, they get installed by, an electrician company people are way into the Christmas lights. They actually have our cherry picker come out and put them in, and they have extra super powerful electric lines at their house to get them going. And they are really cool, and you can see them driving by. I wonder. I haven't been down that area to see if they're up and at 'em. But it is cold out here, and more or less that's what's going on. I am far less stressed on all counts. 1, the cat is home. 2, he is much more healthy and on the mend. 3, financially it wasn't as big a hit. So it's like no big deal kind of hit. I mean, a big deal, but no big deal. I got it covered. And 4, I'm not working today, which is a miracle. My hell week of work is over. I mean, I'm still probably going to work 40 plus hours. But compared to nearly 60, that's pretty cool. That's doable. I'm still hoping for like maybe 25. That would be a good number. In the meantime, whatever. Come on, Perry. Wherever he is. Oh, he's right beside me. You can't see him because my phone is absolutely lame. Okay. So we're going to get home. I'm going to get him out of here. I know, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. You can kind of see him. I'm going to get out of the cold and get Perry inside and away from the cars. The dogs seem to have shut up. And I'll give you another update when there's another update to be given.